remember the Blob. Well, it started off small, perhaps even harmless. That can be debated. But then it crept, it leapt, it spread until it was everywhere, impossible to ignore. What if you could grow your influence the same way? In this episode, I'm going to share with you 5 ways to build your influence fast using the Blob method. You can expand your reach, making your message stick, and become the go-to expert in your industry. Let's get started before it takes over. Hi, my name is Carma Spence, and I help executive coaches, business leaders, and consultants write, publish, and market client-attracting books. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please ring the bell, subscribe to my channel, like this video, because it helps me be seen by more people. And I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So, number 1, start small, start where you are, but be strategic. The Blob didn't explode onto the scene immediately. It started small and it expanded. Similarly, begin with a niche audience and build influence steadily. Now, how does a book help you do this? A book helps you start with a focused niche. It positions you as an expert in a specific area before expanding on to broader topics. Writing a book around a clear, specialized subject ensures you attract the right audience from the start. That's why my emphasis is always write the right book. Write the right book. And a lot of people want to write a broad book that says everything they do in their entire business. That won't cut it. People get overwhelmed, and that's not what they're looking for. They're looking to solve a specific problem. And the job your book is supposed to do is help them solve a specific problem and then leads to the rest of the journey. Because right now they're myopic. They're seeing only this one problem in front of them, but you know better. You know that this problem leads to another, it leads to another, it leads to another. And so you have the full transformation. But they're not going to see that. So don't talk about that yet. Number 2, consume knowledge and share it. The Blob grew by consuming everything in its path. Absorb industry knowledge, then share insights through content to establish yourself as an authority. Now, I know I struggle with this a little bit. The consuming part, I have no problem with. It's the sharing part. I sometimes forget to do that. I geek out, and I'm making a concerted effort to not do that. In fact, this very week, I shared the top 7 things I learned by attending Hacking the Matrix last week. And people are liking what I had to share. And it wasn't my information, but I shared the information I learned and then my twist on it. That's how you show yourself as a thought leader, because you are thinking and sharing your thoughts. Do the Blob method by consuming everything, and sharing your aha moments can help you build authority. Number 3, be omnipresent. Just like the Blob spread everywhere, you need to show up consistently on social media, podcasts, events, your blog, to remain top of mind. Now, that doesn't mean you need to be every place, everywhere. What was that movie? Every place, everywhere, all the time? No. Omnipresence can start small. You can become omnipresent on Facebook, or omnipresent on LinkedIn, or omnipresent on Instagram. Choose one, become omnipresent there. Then once you've got that down, then add some more. Now, if you're already everywhere, you might want to strategically focus on one and tailor down a little bit on the others. That's what I did this year. I'm really focused on LinkedIn. I'm still showing up everywhere, but my emphasis is on LinkedIn. That's where I start. That's where I think about what I'm going to be talking about that week. Now, how does a book help you do that? Oh my gosh, a book is a content machine. It really is. You can repurpose book chapters into blog posts, social media, video, webinars. And AI can help you do that. You can upload your manuscript in text format and say, give me some content ideas, and it'll give you some content ideas based on your book. And I forgot to tell you the book tip on number 2, consume knowledge and share it. It's like once you've consumed knowledge and you've created your own framework because you've internalized and made it your own, now you can put that into a book, like basically rinse, wash, and repeat. So number 4, become impossible to ignore. The Blob totally did that. I mean, at one point, it had people running from the movie theater because it was huge, even though it started in the movie about this big. So once the Blob got big enough, people had no choice but to pay attention to it. Publish high-value content. Share bold opinions. Zig where the people zag. And make your voice heard. And a published book can elevate your credibility, and it gives you the kind of authority that makes media outlets, event organizers, and potential clients take notice. Being an author sets you apart from the crowd. Do it right, market it well, and you become impossible to ignore. And number 5, turn fear into fascination. The Blob was terrifying. Well, the first Blob movie I saw was one of the remakes, and it gave me nightmares for weeks. And I've since seen the original. Um, it's not as scary. It's got its moments, but it's not as scary. But I could see how, like, if you were living in the movie, yeah, pretty darn scary, terrifying. But even though these scare people, they can't look away. In your industry, don't be afraid to challenge the norms and stand out in a bold way. The best books don't just inform, they provoke thought and spark conversation. A book that challenges conventional wisdom or presents a fresh perspective will naturally attract attention and engagement. So there you go. 5 ways inspired by the original Blob that can help you grow your influence and make your book and your business stand out. If you're watching this on YouTube, there should be a video popping up right about here that will be your next best option to watch for more good stuff. This is Carma Spence saying ciao for now.